Hi there, I'm Harsh, Product Marketing Manager at UpGuard. Today, I want to introduce you to a feature that will dramatically improve the efficiency of your vendor risk management program. Vendor tiering helps you tailor the level of assessment you perform on each vendor by giving you the ability to classify your vendors based on the risks they pose to your organization. For example, you can classify a vendor that handles personally identifiable information as Tier 1 and a vendor that only stores publicly accessible information as Tier 3. When you assess each vendor, you could choose to send detailed questionnaires to Tier 1 while assessing Tier 3 vendors just based on their web risks. Applying tiers to your vendors also lets you filter your vendor list by those tiers, as well as view the security ratings for an entire tier or view all risks posed by vendors within that tier. Let's have a look at how it works. By default, I can see 3 tiers available for classifying my vendors: Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. I can edit these tiers from the settings screen. I'm going to add a 4th tier and rename all of these tiers. I can assign tiers to my monitored vendors in a number of ways. On the vendor screen, I can click the plus button next to a vendor in the tier column. I can also select multiple vendors and assign a tier to all of them at once. On the vendor summary screen, I can click the plus button next to the vendor tier in the summary card. Or on any vendor specific screen, I can click the tier icon in the page header to assign a tier to the vendor. Once I have assigned tiers to my vendors, I can sort and filter my vendor list by these tiers. To sort the vendor list by tier, I'll click on Tier. If I want to filter the vendor list by tier, I'll click the Tier Breakdown button, which opens a panel where I can select which tiers to filter by. Filtering by tier is also available in the Filters panel on the vendor screen and can be used in conjunction with any other available filter. Custom notifications can also be created based on different vendor tiers. I can do this by going into the settings under the Notifications tab. If I wanted to be notified whenever a Tier 1 vendor's security rating drops below 650, I'd set up a notification like this. The vendor tiering feature provides a powerful way to manage your vendor risk by giving you more control over your vendor list and keeping you focused on what's important to you. This feature is now available for all UpGuard vendor risk customers. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the Q&A or contact support@upguard.com. Now I'm going to hand you back to Chris, who's going to run through our new compliance reporting feature.